Why am I doing this? So about 8 months ago now, I embarked on a journey, rather a mission, to build the most expensive mansion in The Sims 4. And I succeeded. The mansion is worth over 10 million simoleons. It's on the gallery. Download at your own risk. She's a big one. But today, I'm going to embark on another mission to top that. I want to build a modern mansion this time that is more expensive than the 10 million simoleon price of the other expensive mansion. So we are going to get into it. We're going to start this build series off strong today. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new here, I'm always doing these crazy build challenges on my YouTube channel. And also comment down below what you think your prediction is going to be for the final price of this expensive mansion. So I'm going to start off building my shell. And if you ever wondered how to build a modern house in The Sims 4, all you gotta do is build a whole bunch of rectangles. And that's how I'm going to build my shell. Literally just rectangles on rectangles all over the place. I'm going to have no rhyme or reason for them, just a whole bunch of rectangles. In my last series, I ended up doing one full house and then 2 houses on the side. In this series, I plan on doing just one house, hence why I'm kind of like wrapping it around here. So as you can tell, she's gonna be big. Like, I'm kind of nervous. It feels weird. I honestly, after this last series, I surprised myself, honestly, when I decided that I wanted to do this again because the last one took a lot out of me, but I think this time will be better. We're doing rectangles that hang over, rectangles that have a balcony kind of situation, and I'm going 4 floors, definitely. 4 floors for this. Last one, I did a basement, so I'm probably gonna do maybe a couple levels of basement this time. Okay, we're 3 floors up. Let's finish it off with the 4th one. I'm waiting to look to see what price we're at. I kind of want it to be a surprise, like after I finish this shell, we'll kind of just like wait and see. This baby is gonna be huge. Look at this thing. Let's name her. What should we name our mansion baby? Okay, there she is. By the way, if you guys want to catch the first series, I'll link it down below if you want to check that out to see what we're kind of in for this. But this is my shell. I'm not going to worry about the basement until later on, but this is the shell so far. Let's see what the price is at. I want to get $1 million in this episode. So we're at 142 for this shell so far with only walls. And look at the inside. I literally just placed boxes. Like, I wasn't kidding. I'm sure if I delete some of these walls, I'll probably get some money back as well, but we will leave it. We'll see. For now, we're not going to worry about the inside at all. What do I do next in this situation? Like, should I try and roof it? Maybe we should try and roof it. I'm kind of debating on how I want to roof this thing because if I go in with like the regular roof pieces, they don't actually cost any money. Then I was thinking maybe I go in with platforms, but they also don't cost any money unless I put flooring on them. I mean, there's roof details, but I'm trying to think logically here. Maybe I can do like half and half. I'm trying to roof it so far and I feel like it would look better if I roofed it. Like, I don't want to go in and just put a fence on this thing. There's going to be enough fences around like the barriers and the balconies. So I've been going in with like this half gabled roof piece and kind of just like turning it on different angles and connecting them. And I don't know how this is gonna go, honestly. I wish I could tell you guys that I had like a strategy here, but I really don't. I'm trying to just like line up my roof pieces to like each square and like go from there. My goal is to make sure that this doesn't look like a Sims 3 auto roof. That's my only mission right now. And I'm not even spending any money.
1 hour later.
I'm about halfway right now and it has taken me a very, very long time to get to this point. I'm adding like glass pieces in there. I'm going with a metal roof for now. Probably gonna play around with it with like different trims and stuff, but yeah, I'm about halfway and this is what I got so far. I don't know how I feel. Excuse me, I had no idea that this fence glows at night. It's called Illuminated Fence. I've never looked at the name, but I mean, that makes sense from Get Famous. And there are even different colors. Like, I know this is probably old news, but I have found my new favorite fence. This looks crazy right now. I realize that for sure. I'm almost done the roofing. We've got all of the trim on, roof paint and everything. I think obviously as we go, it's gonna change. I am sitting at 240 right now. So that cost an extra $100,000 with all the fencing. I think what I'm gonna do right now is put on a base, like I think I'm gonna do just like a white wallpaper, just put it on all over. Hopefully an expensive one. What is the most expensive like white wallpaper that I can go for? I think I'm gonna use Urbanity, which is sitting at $12 per tile. So let's cover the entire house with it. I think we might already have our first crash. Oh my God. Last time I did this, my game crashed twice for the entire series, and I can already feel my computer running a little bit slow, so I'm a little nervous, but I just tried to raise my foundation up and was met with a little bit of struggle. Okay, I do want to go in with the second color. I just don't know which one. It's a little too black and white for me right now, so I'm gonna go in with something else. I just don't know what. I'm gonna weigh my options, see what I've got here that is like kind of expensive. So I used this brick all over the last house. I think I might go in with some bump outs here and there of this. And then another one that I was thinking of using as well is this like rustic river stone. I don't know. Again, I'm gonna have to like play around and see like where this is gonna look good.
3 hours later.
Okay, as of right now, I've got my wallpaper on, I've got my columns, I've done a little bit of trim and friezes as well. So I'm gonna go in with some windows. I don't know where my front entry is going to be either yet, so like maybe in there somewhere. I haven't really decided, but I'm gonna go in with some windows. We're avoiding these like super fancy ones today. I want to go with maybe some of these like modern looking ones. It's gonna be a lot of like the glass windows. I don't even know where to start. This thing is massive. These windows are starting to like look all the same. They're like blending together for me. Oh my God, this is gonna be a long series. The back is looking like kind of decent. Like, see, right now it looks like this is complete because there's so many windows, but I still haven't done this entire third floor. I'm gonna start adding in some landscaping just like in between here while I'm at it. We're at 320, so I got a long way to go. Look how small my little spa day windows look, like the little ones that I always put on the roof. They look so little. Who needs this many windows? There's so many windows. I'm sure I'm gonna have to add more, but I've literally just spent a half an hour adding windows on this freaking house and I keep finding places to add more. 386. Okay, let's do some landscaping. So one thing that is really expensive in this game is rocks, and also like landscaping can get pretty expensive as well. Like this bush here is $240, and like I would probably cover my entire lot with these. Some other plants too, like this get together, like the anything goes party bush is $370. So maybe what I can do first here is make an entrance out of the rocks, like size them up and like lead up to the house. So what I'm gonna do is just line the way with some terrain paint, and then I can literally just like line this entire area with big rocks. I'm gonna fill in any spot underneath these rocks here with marbled walk at $20 a tile. I'm not gonna be able to follow that curvy path exactly, but I'm hoping the rocks kind of serve as like that curved pathway anyway. Hair is up. We mean business here today, folks. I've made some changes to our house here. I've added a little bit of blue. I think that's gonna be my like off color is gonna be blue. So I'm trying to add like a little bit of personality here. I've done some of the landscaping, definitely not all of it. But I remember in the last build, what one of my problems that I ran into was that I needed a lot of outdoor space for like other things like dining, pools, etc. So I'm doing like the bare minimum for right now. I've also just added a little bit of like detailing around. I'm still doing that currently. That's kind of where I'm at. So I'm adding in these like base game fences, making my little homemade pergolas like I do. I've got some like flowers hanging off. I've done a lot of the lighting, which I will show you guys at night in a second. It is honestly quite the spectacle. Kind of going in with like some wall decals here. These are from Eco Lifestyle. I've got some detailing hidden over there. I've also changed my roof up a little bit. It was looking a little bit too like repetitive a little, so I'm gonna try and avoid that. I mean, when we get like the rest of the landscaping and everything on there, it'll definitely look a little bit better. Like we've got the pool going on here, a waterfall coming down. She's gonna be beautiful, but let me show you at night. Look at all of this lighting. It looks like a hotel. Like I'm at 581, so we are over halfway, and I'm gonna continue on and just adding those little like personality things here and there to the balconies. Maybe I should like start at each balcony and like go around. Maybe let's start here on this one. This is just a little guy. We can start off easy and do like a little picnic table or something. Ooh, this tree is $1,000 and I actually quite like it. Okay, I'm gonna size that down. Ooh, security cameras, $980. Those are gonna be added around quite a bit. One thing I did learn from the last challenge is that it's okay to use like cheaper items in this challenge as well as the expensive ones, because if I just use the expensive items, I'm gonna be using the same items over and and over and over. Yes, I am going to be looking on more of the expensive sides of things, but I'm not going to be focusing on that completely. So our first balcony can just be kind of chill, you know, little picnic table, a guitar, a lamp. Maybe this one is attached to like a bedroom or something. Up here, we're going to do kind of like a walkway, I think, around here, but then there's this like big area. So this could maybe be like dining or something. And we have the pool one. I kind of want to do the pool one. Let's do this over here. I think I'm going to need a ladder. We can do some super cute outdoor umbrellas. And yeah, I want to do loungers. Maybe I could do like a bar out here as well, like on the other side. Of course, we can add a platform up here, make it nice and fancy, as long as it doesn't break what I'm doing. I need to make a barrier to keep these hooligans from going on the roof. Also built like a big platform wall back there with a planter in it. I think that looks really pretty, very modern. And now I'm adding in some clutter. So we've got the VIP bucket, I'm doing some lighting, and I would love to like hang fairy lights back there. I think that would look really nice. How do we feel about the lotus thing? I've never used it, but I feel like maybe it looks kind of cool in here. Over here, I'm working on a bar. I would love to add something. I don't know what yet, but something needs to go over here to kind of like spruce it up a little bit. But I'm currently just working on adding like a little gate, and I'm gonna add a sink for the bartender. Wait, I did not know that there were separate amps in debug and their base game. Wait, what? Did you guys know this? This is blowing my mind right now a little bit. Is that from the new festival thing? I swear I would have noticed this before. And they're $1,000 each because we've always had these ones from Moschino, but now there's these ones. Maybe that is new with the new Sims Festival thing. Maybe. Not sure, but that's really exciting and good news for us in this challenge. We can do a dance floor with this DJ booth right here. And I think I'm gonna leave this balcony for now. I don't want it to get too crazy yet, but let's go and maybe we do this one back here now. I think for this one, maybe I'll do like a bigger seating area. I did add this thing, which I feel like looks kind of modern. It's like a little statue that I raised up and put on the wall. I think my doors keep deleting and I don't know why. I do have move objects on, but like I know because I placed all of these lights above all the doors. And if the light is there and the door isn't, it's not meant to be. I'm trying to make this area look interesting. So I'm using a get together fireplace off the wall so that it's kind of just like standing alone. And I've put it next to another one on the other side. So I'm doing like two separate seating areas, even though they're right next to each other. I'm using this Get Famous, like retro modernish couch piece. And we're gonna pull this area together with some kind of rug. We can definitely put something up here. Some kind of really expensive statue. Ooh, this thing. Kate, that's kind of cool. It looks like it's part of the fireplace. Really random, but you know, it's fine. I think it's time for our friends to make an appearance. Behold our guards. So I don't know how crazy we're gonna end up getting with these guys because again, I'm going modern, but we can have a few, you know, just at random places, scare people off. They're kind of hard to avoid when they cost $8,000 each in this challenge. And just like that, we are over 700,000 simoleons. For some reason, I'm picturing all of these like smaller balconies coming out of bedrooms. So I'm making them kind of personal. Maybe we'll have like a skill item out on each one. This one could honestly have a TV, I think. Like I could definitely mount a TV right there. Oh, I can. And I could put a fireplace here too. This is getting so fancy. I'm so excited to see what the heck this whole house is gonna look like. I wonder how many episodes it's gonna take this time. I wonder if we'll be able to finish this off in less than the last one or if it's gonna take more. This area is super nice. This definitely is like some kind of master suite or something like that. Let's do this main one here. I really love the back of this build a lot. I think it's probably my favorite part. So let's go in and do this right here. So far over here, I've got my dining table. I've got this decorative fountain. I'm gonna do a barbecue over on the other side and maybe a full kitchen wrapped around over here. Also, these things here are from Spa Day. They're actually supposed to be like massive, but I always shrink them down and use them as like decorative pieces as well. Like these ones are going on the end of my columns there. And I'm probably gonna just stick them in random places as well. Like anywhere I can kind of like hide one or like make it look like it's meant to be there. Like for example, down here, you know, it would be really cool if I could do waterfalls in between those, like the ones that I used on the pool up here. That could be so cool. And maybe this can be like a yoga area or something because it's kind of like hidden. This is a really beautiful area. I love that. I love the chandeliers hanging down in there. I did have another one in here that you can kind of see, so maybe I'm gonna have to move that, but oh, now I don't know what to put point here because it looks so beautiful. Just need to adjust so it looks like they're hanging on this little homemade pergola here. That's so cool. I was thinking this could be the yoga area and then in there could be a gym like with the glass windows and everything, but this is way too nice to be a yoga area. With the addition of this fountain in the back, we are over 800,000 simoleons, which means I only have 200,000 to go until I meet my goal for this episode. I think this over here could be a really beautiful garden, so I'm adding in some sculptures. Oh my god, the wishing well is $7,000. How did I not know this? Okay, you're going in. I also just learned that if you size this down, he has 2 heads and not 1. Wait. Ah! I really didn't want that to be that big, but that is so scary. Why are the eyes open on the one and closed on the other? Oh my god, I also haven't added a hot tub yet. I'm adding in like at least 2 right now. This wishing well is really ruining my vibe. I'm not gonna lie. You are getting transferred over here, scary thing. Okay, I'm gonna put in a pool. I was kind of avoiding it because like I said, they're not that expensive to make, but we definitely need one in the backyard. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the marbled flooring at the bottom of it. Changing the like paint, water, like it also costs money as well. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna put on the trim and hopefully if I add the marble flooring, that's gonna rack it up. I love water tools so much. I can't wait till we get the new pond tool with the new expansion pack. I feel like they just make any like Sims 4 lot look so pretty, so expensive. Look at this back area. Like the back is so beautiful. We're over 900. I need less than 100,000 simoleons left to go until we hit 1 million. Oh, I'm so happy. I want to do something over here that's more like garden focused because this area is a little bit more like whimsical looking, not as modern as the rest. So I'm thinking that under that, I could put maybe some like gardening things to do over there. This thing, which is super versatile from Get Famous, is literally like a block which comes in some neutral swatches that I'm gonna use as a fence at $1,000 a piece. So this is our magical garden area. I think the last thing I'm gonna do is add in some decorations. These frogs are $9,000 each. And what a better place to decorate with some golden frogs than the garden area. So let's put them like hiding over here on the wishing well. These are so ridiculously expensive. This one is $10,000. Okay, up you go. They're magical maybe. Maybe they'll bring you luck. This wishing well can be kind of ruthless. And there we go. With the addition of our little frogs, we are at 1 million simoleons for our home. Let me just show you real quick what the heck we are working with for this challenge. She is huge. I like can't get over it. The back, again, is still my favorite part. It looks so beautiful back here. I still have some balconies that need to be done, but in the next episode, we can work on those. We can also try and figure out some kind of layout or plan for this build because she's gonna be big. So I'm gonna need all the room suggestions you guys possibly have. Combine them, give me weird room suggestions. I don't even care. But this is the end of episode 1 of building the most expensive mansion in The Sims 4 part 2. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you do in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.